Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles in the bustling city of Dragonstone. We're currently looking down on it from very high up, higher than even dragons fly. And yes, in the previous episode, we're currently doing a bunch of recruiting, as you can hear. We had our entire army killed in one fell swoop, or I guess 3 fell swoops, one for each of the 3 generals. They all died and we lost all our soldiers, because as it turns out, if you kill the general, the rest of them just drop dead like they're under some sort of mind control. And, have been they are undead reanimated soldiers. As soon as their controlling thing has been slain, they will just crumble and turn to dust. But we can make more, so it'll all be fine. How's it going? It'll take a while for the last army to be ready, but currently there's 2 over here that are working fine, so that should be okay. We've been upgrading our defenses a little bit, adding in ballistas, because as it turns out, the Vikings have got significantly better at their jobs recently, and we haven't got better at our jobs in a while. So we've got to sort of keep up in that respect. And so we're trying to improve the population, get more people in, by building a new city block. So we're currently just filling in the ocean over here. We've already sealed it off from the outside via multiple layers of wall. And so we want to keep extending this down, making a big square here, and then demolishing this stuff, replacing it with a solid block of housing and the bare minimum important things for, I forget what kind of category of building these are, but buildings that make everyone happy and not complain and riot all the time. So we can get started on that. There is now a fair bit of the water filled in, so we can start laying the first little bits of it at the very least. While I've been talking, we've built up more supply of stone, so we can order a couple more piers. Always keep that going, because the sooner I order them, the more stone will be produced, because currently there's an issue with loads of stone just being sat in quarries, not being... and blocking the quarries from working and not being delivered anywhere. Oh, but the Vikings have arrived for their episodely visit, and we should be okay from that side. They usually mess themselves up in terms of their positioning when they try and attack from this particular direction. Let's send one army this way just in case they do breach the wall, because the ogres are here, and there is a lot of them. And maybe our defenses are a little bit rusty over here. Oh, especially if there's one missing. Get rid of that rubble. Quickly build an archer tower. You won't build it quick enough, but we can hope. And a dragon at the same time. Luckily on the other side of the kingdom, so that'll probably be dealt with entirely separately. But that does remind me that I've solved the mystery of what happened last episode with... Oh, that's so many ogres. 1, 2, 3... hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ogres. And more Viking ships approaching. But yeah, I found out what building burned down last episode. It was this one here. Hiding in amongst all these trees and rocks and stuff. One of the quarries burned down, and we heard the noise, but there was no alert or anything. And yeah, the ogres have arrived, and they are doing damage. That is one wall down. Get the army in position. We may need the other army as well. Depends where the actual Vikings go. Hard to say what their particular plan is. You know what? Reposition. I need you at the breach. They've made it through. They're now attacking the walls from the inside. They're smashing through the bridge, which is actually good for us overall. But yeah, there's a lot of ogres still standing, and not many towers to deal with them. Oh, this is not good. Yep, they are just crumbling. And we're still yet to see exactly where the Vikings are going to try attacking. They're probably going to try and go through the breaches just because they're there and it's easy. How's recruitment going? Is this army ready yet? No, it's like half ready. We might need it in a minute. You guys advance. I guess you could try attacking some of the ogres. They're mostly staying in the sea though, in which case I probably just want to leave them and hope that they get killed. Oh, this is not good. There's just been such a sudden change in how well we can deal with ogres. I mean, it's partially, I think, because we didn't have to deal with ogres for a while. They stopped attacking, and so I just decided to accept that and hope it would stay like that forever. Oh, they're doing even more damage than last time, and this time we're supposed to be ready for them. Right, go and try and attack the ogres. I don't know if you'll be successful at all. There are some actual Vikings approaching as well, so you need to hold the line against them. There we go, we've got one army there that can deal with what little is left over here. The rest are going around the front, and that's fine. The defenses at the front are probably going to deal with them pretty okay. Oh god, they get... No, don't attack that. Hold on, hold on. Recruit! Bring them all in. Attack the ogre that's walked right past you. Take him down. These guys are in the sea right now. Move back over this way. We now seem to be able to separately order the army here. I don't know what's going on with that. Bit of fighting going on at the gate. I like how nothing is standing apart from the gate itself. The walls are all gone and there's just this lone gate standing in the middle of where it used to be. Oh, this is terrible. It seems like the attack is pretty much over at this point, though. Everything's done at the front. Just a couple of, there's still an ogre. He got back in his boat and he's leaving. Oh, that's just embarrassing. There's some Vikings, I guess, just going around the gate at this point. Why would they go through it? We can hopefully deal with them before they do too much damage. Have we lost an army? Either one way or another, I think we've lost one. Either it's died or we've lost where it is. There we go. I think there's all of them dealt with. Yep, all the ships are sunk or leaving. There's still fires around the place. Overall, the fires weren't that destructive apart from to the walls themselves, it seems. Everyone put out the fires. Happiness is holding. It's gonna get worse, though. People are gonna get pretty upset. That's a lot of rebuilding to be done. Okay, well, let's get on it. Let's not waste any time. The sooner we get the construction work being done, the more likely we'll be ready for the next attack, which could absolutely be to this particular section of the wall again. I mean, it's definitely vulnerable now, and that's what they like. Whoops. That was a bit weird. Oh, have we gone... has our zoom level gone weird? It has. We're now a few tiles higher than we're supposed to be. Hold on a minute. There. That should do it. There. Back to normal again. All I need to do is find one of these buttons in the chat log, and I'll be able to reset the camera so it's fine again. Don't know what broke it there, because I wasn't even doing anything with any structures yet. Yeah, we might as well expand this out, because this is the line that the wall is supposed to be on. Might as well line it up with that from the start this time. Well, not really the start. Clear away all this rubble. We'll have to try and repair our armies as well, once we work out what's going on with them. There's this group here that are just separate, they're just hanging about. Oh, it looks like all our armies have survived. We've definitely lost people within them. You go over there, you go over there, just try and convene over in that direction. He's gone and stood in that rubble for some reason. Sure, whatever. That's being worked on. I could put a gate in here, but last time I put a gate in, it caused horrific destruction and death. So maybe not. We'll rebuild the bridge. And I'm wondering if I should bring this wall out a bit as well. I mean, if I spend too much time working this sort of thing out, then it could spell death and destruction for me. Also, got to think about the positioning of the towers now. I'm doing the sort of proper final thing. So this is the middle of the map here. So there'll be a tower here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a gap of 4 there, and then another tower here. So that's all fine. Tower there, I think, and then tower, and then 1, 2, 3, another tower, so there'll be a tower there. So sort of makes me want to put the wall here. Not that the place is very well built for that sort of thing yet. Yeah, this shows that I need to put the ballistas all around the kingdom. Not just on the bits that have been attacked so far. I need to actually preempt a bit of the invasions here. And build the defences before they've been crushed once by the Vikings. This army's fine. It's weird, because I think that one was actually in the fighting. I guess they just managed to stay out of trouble. Meanwhile, this army is missing quite a few. 6, I think. And then he's missing a few as well, because we recruited before everyone was ready. I think he's got 12, and there's 4 lined up here, so perhaps if I recruit will be up to, yeah, I think he is at the 16, so it's just this guy that's missing someone. Ultimately, we lost very few people, mainly because they were attacking ogres or just standing around not doing anything in that particular battle. Yeah, that looks like 12, I mean 6, so I'll train 6. And we'll see how that goes. Right, how's this going? slow but sure progress being made, and even though I ordered them in that order, these ones are being built first because people are able to get to them much quicker. Good thing is they'll use up all this stone here, so these quarries will get working. And indeed, there's plenty of stone available. And there's people available as well, actually, so I should really order some more stuff. Don't know if the more stuff should really be piers. Maybe a bad idea. What I'll do... It's a bit of a messy way of dealing with it, but I'm just going to build bridges running along the outside of the wall, and then people can get to it that way. It is a bit of a mess, right? We'll go to triple speed. We shouldn't have another Viking attack this episode unless I spend the entire episode going at triple speed. It does seem like they attack about every 20 minutes. Well, I guess it would be more like every hour, but then because I'm going triple speed a lot of the time, it ends up being about once per episode. But there we go. Oh, of course, I was thinking that the effects wouldn't be seen for a while, but of course all you have to do is order the construction of a bridge, and a bridge exists in some sort of ethereal form. It's a force field that people can walk along, so the benefits are felt even without it being built. Always nice. Is this done over here? No. No progress is being made. Are they, like... Why is it taking so long for them to get another guy? Bit weird. There we go. People are now being freed up to build the bridges, even though they don't really need to. And we'll continue with the piers over here. Now maybe I should just do this. I'll bring at least this corner up to here. It's not too much extra in terms of materials. There we go, this is all being done. Once these ones at the end here are done, I'll start ordering the castle blocks. In a minute we should start having a lot of people... Yep, there we go. People available already. Even though there's a bunch of piers, well, not that many piers left to be made. Was that one last guy delivering wood to this one? Come on. You're holding everybody up. Right. Build that and then... Oh, what are they doing now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2. Whoops. I ran out of stone. We'll leave them to work on that. This here done yet? Yep, that is 6. Recruit. And it's hard to tell because they're flickering about all over the place, but I think that is... Yeah, that's the correct number. Oh, is there one missing? No, they're all there. That's fine. They can just stand there for the moment. Probably best to be near to the giant hole in our defenses. Just in case. You never know. Right, let's order another tower here. And then, yeah, this is the middle here, so... Bring these up to 2, and then another tower over here once I can actually afford it. These all running now? I hope they are. Yeah, they're finally going. After sitting there with far too much stone on them for so long. 1, 2, 3. That brings that up to 4. There we go, making a bit of progress now. We can start to demolish these ones here, and that'll give us a boost in our stone. Gives us a moment of vulnerability while the towers here are gone and new ones aren't built. But it would be very weird for a Viking attack to happen right now. And a dragon attack. People have shortened them. They happen so often, you got to come up with the shortened names for them. But yeah, if a dragon attack will not cause us any trouble if there's a massive hole in our defenses. A bit of rubble here. I guess that was probably some random fire started by Vikings. There we go. We can run a road along here. That'll be nice to get to all these farms. I might even move all the farms out and have this be more fields instead of road. There's plenty of good land for growing here. Probably have too much in the way of non-like farms here, because look at all, it's all like the best kind of land, and I've just got it for growing trees and stuff. It's no good. This should be for growing trees. Why are there no trees here? What happened? Is it because of the fires? Have they not recovered yet? Or maybe they're trying to make wood so quickly that there's not enough time for a proper, like, forest to build up. Right, this out here is done. Let's slow down so I'm not wasting time not getting any work done. We'll build a couple of archer towers. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that is where the tower will be. Just thought I'd double check that before I finished ordering all this construction, or it'd be a bit awkward. And we'll build a bit of the castle for now. This stuff can be demolished now. There's no longer any reason for it to be here. There we go. People might now... Yeah, they're going to have to go retrieve the wood. That will be awkward, but whatever. They'll get the job done eventually. Fast forward again. Most people have jobs to do. Demolish this and this. Build some more piers. Let's just extend the whole thing out. Make a bit of extra space that we can build something in. Don't know what. A bit more room is always useful. We'll find something to do with it. Yeah, at least we've been able to use this opportunity to build out the final wall position. Ready for future expansion and everything, and we can put the ballista towers on it without having to worry about them having to be moved later. Yeah, what I'm going to do is put in the ballistas now. Shouldn't waste time on that. Whoops. There's me wasting resources on that. Another one here. Another one here. This corner isn't really covered. I should perhaps just put a bunch here. I mean, eventually I want to have ballistas in every gap, but right now I don't think I can really afford it in terms of population. I was going to be working on population this episode until I ended up having to do this massive repairing effort. The plan was to spend the episode building the new city block and getting that all done. Oh, dragon sighting. Over there, it's a big one though, so it might cause us a bit of trouble. It is flying this way as well. That'll be a pain if it ends up hanging around over here. Just happily setting things on fire because we're not quite ready yet. There we go. I've noticed that at some point in the past they stopped making it so that middle mouse button to move the camera also deselects whatever you're holding. And it's one of those things where once it's no longer a problem, you forget to appreciate it. But I've suddenly remembered that now. Because I do remember the old days when it was just an absolute pain because you'd select a building and then you think, oh, I just need to rotate a bit so I can see better what I'm doing. And you'd rotate and you deselect the building. You'd have to select it again. And, yeah, it's like that thing how when your nose isn't blocked, you never appreciate that fact until it becomes blocked again. That sort of thing. And so there, I've just given you all the opportunity to appreciate that you can breathe normally now, unless at the time you're watching the episode you happen to have a blocked nose, which would be quite unfortunate. Right, we'll fast forward, we'll see how this dragon's doing. He's dead. Or gone. One of those. Either way, it's fine. No raging infernos destroying everything. Always good to see. Let's get rid of this gate and move it up. I've decided to just shift the whole thing along a bit. Can't actually order it there yet, of course, because the pier isn't done. Everyone's currently got a job to do. There we go, that one's up to 2, so we'll bring it up another 2. It's going to make it not line up properly here. That's annoying. In fact, I'm going to demolish 2 of those. I'm going to shift this stuff about a bit. Well, actually, what I'll probably want to do is have towers right here. Just bring it up to 2 for now, because I can't build it anymore till there's more structures next to it. Build the stone gate there. I want to also build the road there. Build this up here as well, and then I can build this to 4, and this to 4. And then, yeah, I guess I want a tower here as well. A little bit more compressed. Probably good, because this side does get attacked a fair bit. We'll do what we can, but once again we used up all the stone. Quarry's working non-stop. Over here as well. I imagine, well, we don't have the ones over there anymore, do we? The only quarries I think we have now is this one here. And this big lump of them over here. Which is 8 quarries. It's a fairly sizable amount. Though I think we're getting to the point now where we could benefit from having a couple more. Just so we don't keep running out of stone whenever we order buildings. Nearly there now. We've got the sort of most important bit rebuilt. Make sure to actually have the towers on as well. Let's put a ballista on this one. Don't know why I opened a separate menu for that. There we go. And maybe another ballista on here as well? Yep, definitely. A ballista tower just burned down, though. Where's that one? Right over here. What have I told you about fire arrows? Doesn't even make any sense when you're a ballista. Get the rebuilt. The thing is, every single ballista we're building is sapping our population a little bit more. Slowing down construction. Which is why we need to get on with building the new city block, but I have to finish this first. Or we'll get attacked again and die horrifically. Let's focus all my efforts on it. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I want castle blocks. Don't know why they're called castle blocks rather than walls. I think it was because the original idea for these was more that you would build lots of little forts with them and stuff like that. Windmills burned down over here. Demolish that. Food, windmill. Wrong button, damn it. Food, windmill. Plonk. That was a Cosmoteer again with its different buttons. Oh no. That's a lot of fire. Forester gone. Bunch of charcoal makers on fire as well. And the actual forest itself, that's not good. We need those trees for chopping and stuff. I hope that the foresters recognise that there's a shortage of trees and replant a few. Because that'd be a bit of a problem if they decided to just carry on chopping as normal and accidentally destroyed all the trees that were around. Industry, forester. How close can we build this? Oh, it has to be somewhere along this line, basically, because of this forester here. And again, this forester can move down. Oh no, it can't because there's one over here. Yeah, I've compressed these into quite a small space already. Fair enough. Oh, did something else just burn down there? That was the burning down sound again. It didn't tell me what it was. Keeps doing that. And I just have to look around. Oh, well, there is something burned down here. I don't know whether that was what it was or not. That's the thing, I'll never know. Ah, well, we'll just replace it and hope. Right, over here we've got some more ballistas we need to build. Here. I don't think the direction actually matters. I keep rotating them, but I think, like, they just point where the enemy is, so it's not really a problem. Order some more of these. Don't know how I'm going to do the spacing of the archer positions yet. That's something to work out. And I guess I'll just keep running this along until I get to here and move that one out as well. At some point I'm going to be filling in this water anyway, so I might as well do some of it now. Just to get it out of the way. And I can build a bunch of hospitals and stuff along this side bit, because I need somewhere to put the hospitals right now. It's a bit out of the way of the houses. Stop with the constant plagues. I haven't noticed any for a while. I was going to say haven't seen any as in there haven't been any, but it's probably just that I haven't noticed them when they've happened. Because I've been busy focusing on this wall. Order a bit more here. Very close to being finished now. But well, there it is. That's telling us it's the end of the episode. We've had a manor burned down. It's the rule. When you get to the end of an episode, you have to flip a coin. And on tails, you lose a manor. Plonk that down again. I heard something else burn down, like, simultaneously, though. Oh, there's another one on fire here as well. And there goes that one, too. Oh, they just make, like, a double burning noise, because each of the 4 tiles... Oh, damn it. Each of the 4 tiles of the manor burns down, like, simultaneously. I don't know why it doesn't just turn into, like, a 2x2 piece of rubble. And I still don't understand... Oh, there goes the plague. I still don't understand why, there isn't just a rebuild button on rubble. It would make so much sense. Because half the time when you have something burned down, you want to rebuild it the same. So just have a button that does that, and make a 2x1 rubble, and a 2x2 rubble, and a 2x3 rubble. So that you don't have to... Like, just to match up with the buildings and stuff. There's a couple of oversights like that I spot with the game. Hopefully they will be dealt with at some point. But anyway, before more horrific burning happens, we'll end the episode there. Next episode, we'll finish off this little remaining bit of gap in the wall here. And then, hopefully, we'll stop with the fires. Hopefully we'll be able to actually get on with building this new city block I was planning and get up to 1,000 population. We weren't that far off, but we've lost a few houses, so the population limit is dropping quite a bit at the moment. And here's a dragon. Well, we'll deal with this just before the end. Should be easy enough. He's running straight for the most heavily defended section of the wall, so... Let's see if he can burn anything down before we finish him off. Oh, he might be taking aim. Oh, but he's running. But he's running in the wrong direction. It's going to get you killed. There he goes. Almost made it, but he ran the length of the wall instead of trying to go straight outwards. That was his mistake. There we go then. So yes, next episode we're going to get attacked by Vikings, and I've just got to hope it's not here, because we are not ready yet. We'll have to man it with all the armies that we have. So before that happens, I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.